The Atlanta Falcons could either surprise the entire NFC or be headed for another frustrating season. The 2026 schedule is finally here, and after breaking down every matchup, I think I know exactly how many games they'll win. Some of these predictions might shock Falcons fans, so stick around until the end because I've got their final record and playoff outlook. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Gridiron Vault, your home for the latest NFL news, predictions, rumors, and everything football. Today we're breaking down the Atlanta Falcons 2026 schedule and predicting every single game based on the instant reactions from the Falcoholic, while also giving my own thoughts on how this season could play out. If you enjoy NFL content like this, make sure you smash that like button, leave your predictions in the comments, and subscribe to Gridiron Vault so you never miss another NFL upload. Now let's jump into it. Week 1 at Steelers. Loss, 0-1. Opening the season on the road in Pittsburgh is never easy. The Falcons have historically struggled there, and Week 1 games are always unpredictable. I think Atlanta starts the year with a tough loss. Week 2 versus Panthers. Win, 1-1. Back at home against Carolina, I like Atlanta's chances. This is a game they simply have to win if they want to compete in the NFC South. Week 3 at Packers. Loss, 1-2. A Thursday night road game in Green Bay is one of the toughest assignments on the schedule. Until Atlanta proves they can beat elite NFC teams on the road, I'm taking the Packers here. Week 4 at Saints. Win, 2-2. Divisional games are always close, but I think Atlanta finds a way to steal one in New Orleans. Week 5 versus Ravens. Loss, 2-3. Baltimore remains one of the NFL's most complete teams. This is a physical matchup, but I think the Ravens come out on top. Week 6 versus Bears. Win, 3-3. The Falcons bounce back at home with a solid performance. Week 7 versus 49ers. Loss, 3-4. San Francisco's roster is still loaded, and I think Atlanta falls below 500 heading into a critical stretch. Week 8 at Buccaneers. Win, 4-4. This could be one of the biggest swing games of the season. I think Atlanta gets revenge and evens its record. Week 9 versus Bengals. Madrid. Loss, 4-5. Playing overseas adds another challenge, and Cincinnati has enough firepower to escape with the victory. Week 10 versus Chiefs. Loss, 4-6. Kansas City is still Kansas City. This is another extremely difficult matchup. Week 11, bye week. The bye comes at the perfect time for Atlanta to regroup before the final stretch. Week 12 at Vikings. Loss, 4-7. Minnesota won't make life easy, especially at home. Week 13 versus Lions. Loss, 4-8. Detroit continues to be one of the NFC's toughest teams, making this another difficult game. Week 14 at Browns. Win, 5-8. Atlanta gets back on track with an important road victory. Week 15 at Commanders. Loss, 5-9. Washington's defense creates problems, and I think the Falcons come up short. Week 16 versus Buccaneers. Win, 6-9. Atlanta splits the season series with Tampa Bay and keeps fighting despite a disappointing record. Week 17 versus Cardinals. Win, 7-9. I like the Falcons finishing strong at home. Week 18 versus Saints. Win, 8-9. Atlanta closes the season with another divisional win to finish 8-9. I have the Falcons finishing 8-9, which honestly feels like a realistic outcome. There are definitely enough talented players on this roster to compete, but the schedule is loaded with playoff caliber opponents, especially during the middle of the season. If the quarterback play exceeds expectations and the defense takes another step forward, this team could absolutely outperform my prediction. But right now, I think they fall just short of a playoff spot. Questions at quarterback, a challenging opening schedule, and several elite opponents make this a difficult path. But that's just my prediction. What do you think the Atlanta Falcons' final record will be? Let me know down in the comments because I read every single one. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Gridiron Vault for more NFL schedule predictions, breaking news, and football analysis all season long. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.